Saseni, mko fiti, manze nimewahata, manze nimewamiss. Karibuni sana to Celes Reflection. Once again, we are back to Panari, at the Panari Hotel, along Mombasa Road. Mshaijua sasa. Tuko hapo tena leo, and I have a guest. Leo siko peke yangu, niko na mgeni. So, a few weeks back, nilifanya episode ya me turning 30, how I am feeling, ka excitement, ka confusion, ka ish, hivi. So then it got me thinking, there are things as women mostly, nasema wanawake juu sijui about wanaume. So kuna vitu si you feel in life, then una feel the need of doing something. And that's why we have a guest today. We have a counselor. So she's going to tell you her name. She's going to tell you her name. So the reason why I brought her ni juu ya hizo vitu. Kindly introduce yourself. Kabla niongee sana nijipate nishaanza discussion hata sija kuintroduce. Introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Fiona Mukuria and I'm a counseling psychologist. Yeah.
Welcome, Fiona.
Thank you.
Celes ni watu wazuri, hamananga ubaya, wanapenda wageni.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So, a few weeks nilifanya hiyo episode, yeah? I'm turning 30 by the way. Yes.
Yeah.
So, nilifanya hiyo episode ya how I'm feeling. I'm excited, but kidogo kuna tu sijui ni confusion ama tu ni venye nasikia am I ready? Am I so in that confusion, in that feeling, nika realize the way women, there sometimes we pass through phases in life, tuna feel kitu then tunafanya kitu. I don't know what I'm feeling, nasema tu niko na stress. Mimi niko na stress. Unajua stress ndo general. Like nikisema niko na stress utaniuliza za nini? Mimi nasikia tu niko na stress. So you end up cutting your hair, kama ni locks zako zimeka 20 years. Stress zinafanya hiyo kitu inafanya unazikata, una tattoo, unajipiga tattoo, unafanya tu vitu physical juu ya kenye una feel internally. So the reason why tulisema tukulete because we don't know if what we are doing is right. Because kama mimi sahi the way I'm feeling, maybe sometime in the year nitaenda nifanye kitu juu ya kenye nasikia. Sijui kama nitakuwa nimejisaidia. Is it okay? Like, does it help?
I think a good place to start would be to say that it's normal. You know, that it's very normal for you to be seeking ways of expressing yourselves or expressing your emotions on the outward, because internally ujapata form ya ku-resolve iyo kitu yenye inakusumbua. So it's very normal. So the question of whether or not it helps depend. Drew, is the thing that you're doing causing you more harm? Basi haiku help. You know, but if the thing that you're doing is allowing for you to better understand yourself, to create an identity for yourself, basi inaku help.
So kama nimekata nywele, kama kuna time nishakata nywele. I think I was 20, maybe 24 or 23. Heartbreak ikafanya nikate nywele. Nywele aende na hizo nywele zote, akiendanga aende na hizo nywele. Well, somehow I felt lighter.
Yeah.
Nilifeel nika imenisaidia.
Yeah.
But then nywele ndo ilisaidia nikapona. I don't think it helped me heal ama feel better. Actually after some time nilikuwa zile sasa nywele yangu kwani nilikata nywele na nilishakata. So maybe physically you look like you're okay because you feel like I'm a different person. But internally inside bado
kuona feel. So let's go back. Hii relationship ulikuwa na umse, right? Hata
tusimuongelele. He's not worth being discussed.
Lakini sasa wewe at your 23, 24-year-old self, right? When you ulikuwa na umse, there was a way you had come to understand yourself. Ulikuwa umejiona kama dem ya umse. Si ndio? Alafu ikaisha.
Manze unasema nini? Yani mpaka ukiota unaona tu venye yani future yetu yani.
Yes. So ikaisha. So now you're left with questions of like, why? Kwani what is it about me? How come this person decided to leave? Ama ikitu mbona haiku work? You start asking God, unauliza mabeshte. So there's a way you had come to understand your life and yourself up until that point. So to resolve iyo kitu internally, maze ni kazi mob. Because kama una helps, tuseme a therapist, na it's not something that you're going to talk about with your mom or your dad, that process of going through resolving those emotions might take very long. But in that instant, unataka kitu ya relief, yani, to show that you have been able to let go of this version of yourself and moving on to a different version of yourself. Sindio? So cutting your hair, physically, when you go and look in the mirror, see you're a different person.
Exactly.
It means you're giving yourself a new lease on life. So a new lease of understanding yourself and even the people you're going to enter into a relationship with after.
So when we do that, are we really helping ourselves? Well, it's okay.
How did you feel?
Somehow better, but later on I missed my hair.
Yeah.
Like, was he worth my hair? No. Anirudishie nywele yangu haraka sana.
Was it about him? Did you feel it was about him or it was about yourself?
It was about me.
It was about
how
you.
I was feeling.
Yeah.
Basa nywele shua liliingilia hapi kwa hii story.
What else would you have done in that situation?
Cry na isonge tu. But I felt good after cutting my hair.
You felt good.
Ukweli I felt good.
So in that moment, your wisdom yako ilikushow kukata nywele ndio the best thing to help you move forward.
What else? Kuna options zingine ningefanya in that moment?
There are many options, yeah, for sure, because kama people who have artistic tendencies, you'll find maybe they'll do a painting that captures the pain that they were experiencing at that particular time. Mtu mwingine anaweza andika song, alafu a perform. Someone else maybe will take a journal and they'll write.
So it's okay to do whatever we feel.
Yes.
That moment.
Yes.
But
because you're allowing the energy that is built up inside you, those emotions, you're giving them an avenue of expression to be released. Yeah. Juu sasa kukaa nayo inaweza cause illness because holding on to emotions. There was an episode mlifanya emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if the lady spoke about it, but like holding on to emotions sometimes can be very dangerous because your energy una spend ku repress hizo emotions, it takes away from other functions within the body, like your immunity, for example. So mse akona stress sana unaona likelihood yake kugonjeka is very high. Because internally their energy is being used to repress the emotions, so now even the immunity starts to get low, possibility of infection is high, you know? Ama you start getting aches in your body. Unaumwa na shingo na uelewi hii pain imetoka wapi. Ama unaumwa na mgongo. You know, yeah, and you're not understanding where this pain is coming from. But it's because the pain that is in your heart, right, is not finding a way to be expressed.
So, okay, apart from doing hiyo kitu, unafanya hii kitu, what else can you do? Because mostly utasikia tu mama akisema aki mimi niko na ma stress. Like aki mimi niko na ma stress. Ukimwangalia hivi akai ma stress, but enyewe anakwambia niko na ma stress. So what else can we do when we are during that phase? So
I usually encourage clients, even my friends when we're talking, you want to conduct an audit, like jiuliza maswali. So you know that thing people say of ujite mkutano.
Jite ka mkutano.
Sit down with yourself. Like in a day, from the minute you wake up to the time you go to bed, hata kama ni 5 minutes, imagine, dedicate to yourself. Because we dedicate our time to everything else. Unaamka, unaosha watoto, unawapeleka shule, unatoka hapo, unaenda kwa biashara, unaenda lunch na mtu mwingine, unarudi nyumbani, it's dinner time, bwanako amerudi, it's bedtime. Not a single minute you spent for reflection for yourself. Yeah. So it's very important. Iyo mkutano ujiite, ukae, and you start to question what it is that is bothering you. So angalia different sectors of your life. Kama ni your emotional life, kama ni your body, maybe your health, you know, inaweza kuwa ni relationships, maybe it's a particular friendship enye kumekuwa na tension and you've never addressed that tension kwa your relationship na inakusumbua but you're too proud to admit inakusumbua. So you want to move on with your life like this thing is not bothering you. Maybe it's your sister or maybe it's your father or it could be your best friend mkakosana and namjai address hiyo kitu. So unaona? So when you take that time to reflect, that silence actually uta notice kuna kitu tu ita pop into your mind that will tell you enyewe this is the thing that is actually bothering me. Sindio? So kisha fanya your audit inamaanisha utapata insight. So insight niyo ya kumbe indo ile kitu inanisumbua. So for example, we say it's the anxiety around turning 30. I'm also turning 30 this year in November, so I'm pretty excited about that. But like you're saying, ni milestone kubwa. You know, you look back in your life and you're thinking, I haven't really done enough for myself in the past 30 years, you know? So iyo insight ya, kumbe hii turning 30 ndo inanipa hii anxiety, then unaanza kuintegrate into your life. Like, what is it that I can do for myself? What am I in control of to help alleviate this feeling of anxiety? So for me, Kenya nilisema, I started learning how to play this instrument called the cello. So Kenya nilisema is, by the time I'm turning 30, I want to be able to perform at least 4 songs with that cello for my friends and family.
How many classes do you have to go?
I go for classes once a week, but I practice every day for at least 1 hour.
So you've started?
Yes.
January to November?
January to November, yeah. So it's very exciting. But you see, Sasa, you're playing the cello and practicing, the hour I'm spending for myself is helping me integrate my turning 30 into my 29th year. So I'm not spending time being anxious. I'm spending time learning.
So I look for something.
Yeah.
I'm not too late. We're still
No,
in Feb.
yeah, you're
Sawa.
not too late.
I will look for something. But what is that?
What are your interests? Like, what are the things that you do juni Celes? Si juliambiwa, ama juliona Instagram.
Dancing.
So
nitafute, I think dancing inaweza nibamba sana.
Yeah. So you can decide on your actual birthday, you can put up a performance for your family.
I dance for them.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Sindio.
But I think dancing inaweza nisaidia. We have a dance class on Friday, gym yetu, and I think it's the best class ever. Like hapo ndo na feeling niko gym, niko tizi. I feel so good. Like that 1 hour.
Yeah.
Na kuanga mimi.
Yes.
Like Celes. Unajua sasa Celes.
Yeah.
Ukinitoa hapo gym by the way nipate nje, huyu mwenye alikuwa hapa na mwenye alikuwa nje. 2 different people.
Exactly. Yeah. So you see, usha plan life yako in such a way that you have that time that you're spending for yourself. So any feelings of anxiety that might be arising, uko na hiyo time ya kuwa in reflection as you're doing something that is actually nourishing or nurturing your body. Sindio? So hiyo ina engage mind yako, ina engage physical energy yako. By the time you're leaving there, you can face the world.
True.
You know? So kisha integrate hizo vitu, now you have to assess. Right? Assess is like now looking back and seeing, let's say the thing that was bothering you is that relationship with your best friend. So you have to go and talk to her. Umsho enyewe, hiki kitu kenye ilifanyika, it didn't make me happy, and this relationship means a lot to me. I wouldn't want venye tumekosana to come in between us. It has been eating at me. Na I've tried to avoid it, but it's not happening. Can we be able to make up? So mki make up, sasa unaanza kuassess, was this relationship worth coming back for? You know, because maybe that reason you guys fell out venye mlikosana ni juu alikubetray in a way that was very difficult for you to contemplate forgiving. But pia unaelewa, humans are humans. So kukosewa utakosewa.
True.
So when you go back to that relationship na muendelee, so maybe you start going out again, maybe to the park or doing things together, shopping. Una assess, like, I made the right decision coming back to this relationship juu umsi ananijali. Yeah? But pia unaweza assess ucheki, ude by the way, kuna venye tu ananibeba.
Fala. But pia so after umeassess, umeona reason ndo hii, umeenda umeongea, most likely you're going to feel okay.
Yes, because now hiyo kitu nilikuwa nakushow about the pain or the emotion being stuck in your body, right? Hiyo kuongea sasa imepata release.
But what if umeassess na bado haujui shida iko wapi? Is it possible?
It's possible.
Unassess bado hujui stress inatoka wapi?
It's very possible. And that's why people seek help, right? Wase udhani kwenda counseling, lazima vitu ziwe mbaya. You know,
hata bado msee anaogopa like na feel niko na stress but sijafika point ya
counseling. But imagine counseling is for everybody. It's for everybody. Nika tu kuoga. You know, ungoji mpaka day 5 ndo uoge. So ndogonga kila siku.
Yes.
So counseling is also a form of hygiene. It's a form of hygiene for your mind and for your emotional state. Because ukienda kwa msee, therapist is very objective. Unajua, they don't have they're not invested in your life. So it's easy for them to be able to assess from the story that you're giving them. Venye unaongea juu ya wazazi wako, kuna shida hapo. Yeah. So lazima uassess. Venye unaongea juu ya beshte yako, assess. Hiyo kazi yako, you know, you're not talking about it with as much energy as you used to before. So assess. So then getting that help inakusupport kama wewe mwenyewe ukifanya your audit, you can't see.
But is it okay, kuna vitu unaweza fanya even without going for the counseling usaidike because na feel is counseling affordable ama inaweza kuwa expensive?
Well, it depends. We have free options that are usually available. If you go online, you'll be able to find a few organizations that offer free counseling. You can reach out to people who charge counseling and ask if it's possible for them to do pro bono clients. That's also something that's available to you. And then there's also the opportunity of sponsorship. So like for me, for example, there are some clients who will pay more money than a session costs. So that if someone came to me and wanted a free session, then I'd be able to conduct the session for them, you know. So the affordability of counseling inadepend tu na kwenye unaenda kuisik. So community-based organizations, you'll be able to find help there. National Hospital, you'll be able to find assistance there. So then that's, I guess, would cover the affordability. But pia kuna resources online zenye unaweza tafuta we mwenyewe. So tuseme umekaa tu kwa hao, unachekia nyewe, I have an issue with my family. So una Google how to resolve issues with my family. Sindio? So now that's what is within your control. Juu hauna do ya kutoka kwa hao kwenda kwa therapist.
True. But uko
na bundles.
True.
So using your bundles, you're able to then find the resources to help you alleviate the tension or the emotional burden that you've been carrying around these issues with your family.
But it doesn't mean, well, that's okay, but it doesn't mean every time I'm feeling something, there has to be something bad. Not always.
No, not always. And when we say bad, you know, we're assigning judgment to life. Life ni life. Vitu zufanyika.
So kuna ile una feel si hard. Kuna ile una feel hii ni life.
Si ni life.
Na kuna ile una feel utajuaje hii ni life na hii yenyewe inafaa kuona counselor. Unajua kuna ile unaweza feel kama ni stress za kazi, wasi uko na stress za kazi.
Yeah.
Kama ni stress, watu uko na stress za family, za ndoa, za marriage. Hii ni kawaida.
It's normal. Unacheki, the human existence is that you'll have highs and you'll have lows, right? Kuna peaks, kuna troughs. So emotions ni kama messages, sindio? So when you're feeling elevated, your message inakushoni, you're happy, you're excited, this is what you want for yourself, right? And when you're feeling low, it's that this is something difficult I'm experiencing, I'm having a hard time with this is challenging. Sindio?
I did something bad.
Or I did something bad. Because there are times you've wronged someone, na unafaa kuwa na hiyo remorse, you're feeling your guilt, so that you go and apologize. Sindio? But that's just the human existence, you know? Kuna kala, the same way kala za rainbow, huwezi sema kuna kala moja nye ni poa na nyingine ni mbaya. All of them have to be there for that to be the rainbow. So the same way with our emotions. We have to experience both what we term as positive and negative, though in reality, they're just messages to ourselves.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
There are times you feel like, okay, na feel hiyo kitu, niko na hiyo stress. But hiyo stress, it's like a common stress. Ni kitu ya kawaida. Stress ya kazi ni ya kawaida. Stress ya, maybe stress in marriages ni ya kawaida. So haujui hii level yangu ya stress mbaya inafika wapi. Like I don't know where, at what point should I. Of course me I know at what point. Me I know at what point. But there are people who don't know na feel tu hii ni kawaida, watu kwa na stress ya kazi. But no, the stress you're having yako sasa si kawaida. At what point?
At what point do you get to tell? So kuna kitu inaitwa resilience, sindio? So resilience is that ability to understand that there's normal life stressors and maybe it may take me a day, a week or a month to get over it, but I will get over it. Like me myself, I'm able to conquer this stress. So kila mtu ako na hiyo baseline yake, anajua venye anajijua tu how I usually feel, you know, the amount of energy I usually have, how much I want to engage with people, how much I want to participate in activities that I'm interested in. So kicheki stress yako inaanza kuaffect hizi vitu, hiyo baseline yako. Then at that point is when you recognize, enyewe, I might need to seek help. Whether it's with an individual or resources that you'll find online or a book, but then an intervening factor will have to be introduced at that particular point. Just a baseline yako imeaffectiwa.
So for example, kama mimi najuanga in a day naamka mapema naenda tizi na chapa tizi na so ile siku naanza kufeel hata hii tizi inanilemea. Hata okay. So there's a problem now. I need to seek.
So if you notice that that's the same thing that's been happening. So the first thing I always tell people ukianza ku notice kuna kitu imeshift, rest. like hiyo ndo first aid. Rest. So take a day where utalala tu. Hata kama si kulala, kukaa tu kwa nyumba, not with the TV, usioshe mavyombo, manguo, sijui kusafisha nini. Just sit in the house and rest. Allow your body to like ground itself, to come back down. So if you go back out into life, no recognize anyewe, I'm not waking up at the time I usually do. I don't have interest in going to the gym. And that has happened for maybe 7 days or more. Then you can start doing the internal resources thing. Yes. So that one is like, okay, I start auditing. Ni area gani inaanza kunisumbua. Sasa, then now you start looking at what is within your control to change those situations. You sasa kikushinda kabisa. Ndo naenda counseling.
I think I'm in a better place personally.
Sindio? Yeah.
Because kama hapo kwa spending time with yourself, by the way, rarely do I spend time with myself.
And how come?
Because uko hapo shughuli. Unajua life imekuwa tu shughuli. Unajua tu life.
Yeah.
Like tunashinda kusema tu adulting is a scam. Because umeamka, umeprepare watoto, umefanya hivi. Like by the time siku inaisha, wewe ni kulala tu.
Yeah.
Sijajiuliza like sijafanya anything.
Yeah.
So that's the first step.
But tumeona venye ni important
sana.
Sindio?
Na sasa nikijiuliza nijidanganye.
Si utajua unajidanganya. I'm sure you're pretty smart.
Nijidanganye. Unaweza jidanganya. We know the truth, but we lie to ourselves. I think I'm in a better place personally. I don't know about you, viewer. Well, maybe unaweza taka kuona Fiona. Maybe kuna msisa amefeel online now. Kwenye nimefika sasa. Acha nikuje hiyo nyoko nayo sponsorship. Acha tu nikam nikuone cause everything you've mentioned, there's something that I feel. Like there's a part of me niko yes. Nimeenda tu nikizitik. So maybe unaweza tuambia where. Tutaandika of course, but you can tell us where can we find you easily.
Okay. Yes. So maybe the easiest for people online would be on Instagram. You can send me a private message, lotasi.co.ke. And then anyone else can send me an email to my email, which is fionawmukuria@gmail.com. Yeah.
I hope meandika. Iko hapa chini. Iko tu hapa chini, yeah. But thank you so much, Fiona.
Yeah, sure.
We will do it. We will shave, but we will also follow up with something.
Yeah.
Because there's the physical and then there's the inside part.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for inviting me.
Helped. Najua watu wamesaidika. Kuna moja pepe ya udunga. Every time anadunga shimo mpya. Well, most of the times we think the pain matches, like tunataka kumatch hizo pain mbili. Physical pain and maybe inaweza kuwa hata birthday. Inaweza kuwa kitu poa. Si lazima kitu mbaya. But thank you so much for coming, Fiona. It was nice having you here at Panari. Mnakumbuka tuko Panari? Yes. Thank you so much, Fiona.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're going to come back again?
Yeah, definitely. Again and again.
Na nikikutembelea nikuambie shida zangu. Usiwahi wape example. Na unajua kuna siku hata wewe ulikuja. Unajua wewe ushaikuja ukaniambia. Tutasema cut.
I am bound by ethics to not say anything.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you next week on Celes Reflection. Let's whip them there. Bye.